What's up, guys? It's Mr. Theme Song here. We got a review for you today. We've got the Capcom arcade game of Alien vs. Predator. Now, I know you guys might have already heard of like a movie or a sequel with that Requiem that was no good, but that's besides the point. So, in the early '90s, you had arcades. We had the Predator vs. Alien arcade. This thing sucked up quarters like an MFer. Not gonna tell you too much into detail, but there was a storyline where humans, colonial marines, almost teamed up with predators to take on some of the xenomorphs. So we got the Mad Predator, we got the Hunter, and we got the Warrior. If it looks a little familiar to the movies, this one's supposed to be set on the Predator that was fighting Dutch in the first one. This one's supposed to be the one that was fighting Danny Glover's character, Lieutenant Harris, I want to say his name is, in Predator 2. The Mad Predator, they never made a movie about that one, but we'll get into the reason why there's a Mad Predator in just a little bit. And we've also got for you guys a Xenomorph. Aliens. This one is from Aliens, so the sequel, Alien 2. So stick around, we'll get to opening these guys up. Alright guys, we've got wave 18 of Necca Predator vs. Aliens. Now, you might remember the movie from 2003 and 2005 respectively. This this came way before that. This is a rehashing, a retelling of an arcade smasher game that was from my youth, it was early 90s. I want to say maybe somewhere between 92 to 94. This one was in arcades across the country. Was not readily available everywhere, but oh man, if it was at an arcade where you saw it, you spent buckets of quarters. Kids, buckets of quarters. Google the late 80s Predator. Ask your dad, ask your granddad, ask your mama, ask whoever you want. The end of the 80s, man, they were a crazy time. You know, it was the 80s. We didn't know any better. We used to watch movies like Child's Play and Jason. You know, we'd all get together, all us kids, watch R-rated movies, just because, you know, the parents were off doing whatever. But I digress. Anyways, here we've got the Hunter Predator, we've got the Mad Predator, and we've got the Warrior Predator. Here we've got them flipped, and it's your video game art. Shows the health bar up top. I like how it slightly shows from full health to took some damage to he's already at half health, and it also shows us a roster of the characters in the coming wave. These three we've got. We're gonna get 3 xenomorphs, and then the coup de grace is gonna be a 2-pack that will release in March. That's gonna be the Dutch Schaefer and Lieutenant Lin Kurosawa. Now, see, when I was a kid playing this game, we didn't have this thing here telling us who's who or what's what, right? When I'm playing the game, I saw you get to be Dutch. That was the first thing I thought. It was like, man, that's Arnold. Don't tell me no. I'm not gonna take anything else for an answer. That's Arnold. And then the chick, well, that's Ripley. Obviously, Alien versus Predator. Come on, Ripley. Now the cool features that come with this one. See, this one was actually the one that went up against Danny Glover, Lieutenant Harris in Predator 2. I know this one looks more like the one from Predator 2 because he's got the spear. But what trumps that one is he's got the throwing discs. Remember Lieutenant Keyes or Colonel Keyes? So this guy's the Hunter is from Predator 2. Comes with a machine gun. We'll open it up and check it out. This is the one from Predator 1. This is the one that went up against Dutch. Colonel, Major Dutch Schaefer. And then he comes with the smart gun, like the Colonial Marines have. I'll get to that in just a little bit. And then we've got the Mad Predator, the Angry Predator. No, he's mad because he's, you know, like when you have to put a dog down, you know, like Old Yeller. He was mad. Like the 28 Days Later. They were mad with rage. Look at that face sculpt. That's a Mad Predator, alright. I'll get into why he's mad. A little preview of that. That might be why he's mad. Alright guys, we're back. Got him out of the box, looking fresh to death. Before we get started on the review, I want to remind you guys to give us a follow on Instagram at the Wolfpack Toy Review. Also, turn on notifications. We've got the 2-pack, Dutch and Lynn. Here's the fan art for these guys real quick. We'll get that review out shortly. Turn on notifications so you guys can check that one out. On to the main event. As you'll see the accessories, the Hunter has his plasma backpack and cannon. I didn't put it on because I'm trying to, for aesthetics, we're going to keep it off for just a little bit, but tons of scope, tons of detail on that. Got the swivel. Mine is a little tight. I don't want to break it. These things do break, guys, so just be real careful with them. But as you can see, there's tons of detail on this thing. And then it comes with the bladed staff. This thing's dope. It's thin, light, and cut through anything. There's the paint wash on him. Look at that detail. Look at that jagged detail. Here's the other edge. Warrior Predator comes with a smart gun. Now I know what you're thinking. Wolfie, how can a Predator use tech from a Colonial Marine? Well, it was a smasher game. So every so often you would get caches of health, ammo, weapons, things like that would come up. And it is posable with the figure. Here we have the Hunter holding a pulse rifle, and he's got his disc. Cool thing about that, it's slotted right there. My kids say he's wearing a thong. They're nasty. They're nasty. Okay, Necca. Attention to detail is ridiculous. Everything about this figure has detail in it. Articulation lacks a little bit, but the detail off the chain. He's got wiggle at the ankles, double jointed knees. He's got a ball joint at the hip. No ab crunch, but he's got a torso and then side to side swivel. 360 at the head. I mean the details in the head. I'm gonna cover this up because you know it's a kids show. We can't be showing that thong to thong thong thong. Tons of detail in this. Another cool thing that the Hunter has is the throwing disc. And there's slots in there. If you play around with it, you can get it to fit right in. He's got his digital pad when he wants to rage quit and press reset on the whole game. These are slightly better than the jungle and city and jungle Hunters. There's no cables connecting, so you can actually get some 360. He's actually, comic book wise, he's supposed to be a lighter armor. He's more swift and agile than, say, the Warrior or even the Mad Predator. So he's built for speed, not armor. Alright, with the Warrior Predator. Now this would be Predator 1. Another thing I didn't get into with both of them, they have retracting blades. Both these blades are tracked. Here's the spear and the detail. Now this one does have I do have the cannon on it. You have to be careful with these. These will snap if you give it full 360 or bend them around, they'll snap. Be real careful with that. You know, light, still armored, but lighter than the Warrior or the Hunter. Sorry, this guy's built more for combat. Ball joint at the ankles, double jointed knees, ball joint at the hip. He's got the waist swivel, and there's a rocker, 360 head. Helmets do not come off on either of these. They're standard. Double jointed, bicep swivel. Now, like I said, be careful with the bicep swivel. You will snap this thing like snap it like a pencil. I got soft rubber. It's a soft rubber loincloth. The armor is soft rubber as well. And now we've come to my favorite and yours, the Mad Predator. Like I said earlier, he's not mad like, you stepped on his Nikes. He's mad like, Old Yeller, and you gotta put him down. But why is he mad? Well, there's a little clue if you look directly to the top of your screen. He just been face sucked. He comes with a face sucker. So what happened is he gets infected, impregnated, call it whatever you want. The face hugger, sorry, jumps on him, and now he's got an alien in him. He knows that he's been corrupted, contaminated, and in the game, in the arcade, you actually have to fight him now. Now he's your enemy. It happens in an elevator scene. If you ever played Streets of Rage 1 and 2, there's the elevator scene there. It's like an open elevator. Pretty similar. You have to fight him just like that. Let's talk about the face hugger just a little bit more. There's a lot of good detail in this one as well. Necca hit it out of the park. And check it out, bendy wire. Marvel Legends can take a cue from Necca. Bendy wire, get him to do anything you want. Any kind of pose you want. Bendy wire is the way to go, in my mind. When I was a kid, I had the Kenner line. When you bought an alien, they came with a face hugger, a translucent. And it fit really good on, say, your G.I. Joes, or the aliens, or the Colonial Marines that were part of the wave for these sets originally. So they hit it out of the park in my mind with the face hugger. It's great. Tons of detail. Now the arms or the legs, they don't hold, but they got a little bit of wiggle. It's a soft rubber. The sacks, pretty cool. Now let's talk about Senor Mad Predator. Check this guy's scope out. Check out his face. He is mad. Comes with the backpack removable. Got a hinge on it. Oh. Then we've got the newborn alien. Busts out of the chest cavity. Just an infant. Also bendy wire. Kind of posing whatever pose you want. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. One more time. Let's try this again, yeah? Alright, with the Mad Predator, as you can clearly see, unless your TV, your screen monitor needs adjustment, he's got a blue skin sculpt. Check out the wash. Tons of detail all throughout. The parts that are not armored, you can see the netting. Comes with the bone medallion. Look at that face sculpt. That is dope, man. I love that. Same thing, he comes with his own rage quit computer when he wants to shut it all down and try again another day. Tons of detail. The soft rubber in the dreads. Same articulation, double jointed knees. No swivel at the calf, but this guy, the ankle pivots, and then you got peg holes on all three sets. And then you got the retracting blade claws. The Mad Predator. Check this game out if you guys ever get a chance. See if you can play it, backwards compatibility, things like that. It's a fun game. Fun way to spend a little time.